Jordan, this is Chris, and we're here to hopefully sell a book for your advanced sales class in the future. And our book was How to Win at the Sport of Business by Mark Cuban. And then just some things of why you should pick our book and things that we went over in our interview is that you wanted real life examples, the effort needed to succeed, the determination in selling, and also prospecting. And this book describes all these situations and gives great examples for each one. Wanting to live the dream. Most people go to school and they want to go get a job right after, whether it's in a 2-year or 4-year program. And Mark Cuban quoted, "No matter what the job is, you get paid to learn, and every experience will be of value when figuring out what you want to do when you grow up." This is great for every college student because right out of the get-go, you might not get the perfect job you're looking for, but in each experience you learn different job techniques and real-life experiences and journeys to get to that point of your goals. And this is great because Mark Cuban said in his book, he used to go door to door and sell powdered milk and garbage bags when he was like a kid. So he was really determined to meet his goals, and he would do anything possible to get to where he wanted to be. Another thing he reiterated really well was continue your education, and you deserve to get paid to learn. College is great and all, but you don't get real life experience in the classroom for the most part. And then this was good because a lot of people don't usually get jobs right after college. You can look and be unemployed for a while, or you can get a low-end quality job which will still put money on the table. But the last thing he said you shouldn't do is go back to school and go get your MBA or something like that, because you're just creating more debt for yourself when you can be in the field learning from people higher up and trying to climb that corporate ladder. Networking is a great resource for every person, no matter what job, whether you're in marketing, sales, or anything in between. Getting your name out there is crucial to being successful in the business world, because you want to apply to jobs, you want to meet people, you want to connect with people at hand and other customers. And then this is great with cold calling, referrals, and anything to get your name out there. Mark Cuban had an example in his book where he was in Dallas for a computer software company, and he would go to each and every computer software company in the Dallas area, so quite a bit. And he would go and just introduce himself, asked about their products, and had questions, and read every magazine on the computer software business just to keep learning and networking with people. And then trust what you know. You obviously should believe in yourself when selling a product and in your career path. There was an example in the text where he had to open up his retail software company store at 9 o'clock, but they had to close a deal, and his boss said, "You can't close a deal, you have to open the store, you have to be there." And he trusted his gut instinct, and he went to the sales call, closed the deal, went back to work late, and he was like, "Okay, I closed the deal, everything's okay," and then he got fired on the spot just because he didn't listen to what his boss said. And then after he took that in, he ended up creating his own business and marketing plan and created his own company for software, which led him to do what he loves and be on his own. And then the last thing was selling. He also said, if you can sell, you can get a job anywhere, anytime. And the best salesperson is the one that customers trust and never has to question. This is good for product, knowing your products and being a product expert. You know all the ins and outs of your products and your features, your benefits, which is awesome for a salesperson because it's one step closer to get to that sale. And then the second step is the one salesperson is best. With every cold call they made, he is closer to helping someone. If you're not going out there and networking and calling people about selling your product, you can't sell your product. So no matter if you get a yes or a no, you're trying to get that sale done. The third step is one who takes immense satisfaction from the customer satisfaction. When you're selling, you love your product, you're passionate about it, and you want your customer to be passionate about that as well. So if they're happy with the product you are selling, you're going to be happy just because they get use out of that product and it works for them. And then the best salesperson is one who wakes up early every morning, excited to come into the office, get on the phone and let people know exactly why he loves his product, job, and his clients. If you're not excited to like come to work every day, the people aren't going to be excited, so they probably won't buy your product because you're just kind of going along with the day. You want to be passionate about what you're trying to do.
And we're more on the selling side, connecting to your customers. He said to treat your customers like they own you, which they do, really. Re-earn your customers' business each day, so that means going to them, creating that relationship with them over time, and just keeping that relationship going. Customers want the salesperson to create a connection. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. Learn how to communicate with your customers, whether it's if they prefer to be talked to during the day, afternoon, night, or whatever. And keep the customer happy at all times. Take a no for an answer. Continuing to pursue after giving the answer no is a waste of time, is what Mark Cuban said. Going after a prospect after already hearing no makes you look desperate and puts a negative impact on your brand. It makes you as an individual look lazy and fearful of actually finding qualified prospects. So this is really meaning don't force the issue. After you get a no, just leave it alone. It's many prospects out there that you can continue to go after. And the Cuban mantras for success. This was 12 steps into success that he wrote on his own. The first one, time is more valuable than money, which means pretty much use your time wisely. The second one, giving back to others and helping out pretty much, commit random acts of kindness. Number 3, no balls, no babies, which really means like take chances. So don't be scared to get out of your comfort zone and do things that you haven't done before. Number 4, work hard, play hard. Self-explanatory. If you work hard, rewards will come. Number 5, don't let fear be a roadblock. So try to find some motivation into actually doing something that you love to do. So don't be afraid to take that chance. Number 6, expect the unexpected and always be ready. Be ready for anything. Nothing is scripted in the real world, so anything can happen at any given time.
And going off of that, actually, he had a great example where he started making money with his software business that he started on his own. He started hiring more people to help out because he was making that income. And he said he had $85,000 in like his bank account, and then his secretary actually messed up like a check with her name on it and gave herself $83,000 and just disappeared. He hasn't seen her to this day or anything like that, but that's always good to know because you want to trust the people you work with, and some people are there just because they want to take advantage of you, so you should really always expect the unexpected.
Number 7, it's okay to yell and be yelled at, so really give and take constructive criticism. Number 8, everyone gets up. The key is to how soon, so fight to get motivated to get up and get at it and continue doing what you're doing. The rest of the ones are cut off from the slide, but I can just go over. Number 10, take action. 11, be gracious. Every good deal is a win-win. And number 12, doesn't matter how many times you're wrong if you're right once. So if you're right once, it doesn't matter how many times you're wrong. That right time is perfect. And then these are only some of the ways that he listed that can be used as a guide to apply to different situations to help you become successful. These were pretty much personalized to him, but it can be used both in the sales field and business field. Then we have a short video of Mark Cuban himself talking about.
Coming this spring from the brand known for power, Steel Lightning Battery System.
Hey, I'm Brian Elliott. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Brand. Let's go check out our next story.
Hey, I'm Mark Cuban of Shark Tank, and you're watching Behind the Brand.
Everyone who watches the show is either an entrepreneur or they aspire to be. Talk to me about what do you think entrepreneurs are born or made? You get to see a lot of people.
Right. I think it's both, right? There's no, some of us are wired that way. I've known I was going to be in business since I was, 9, 10 years old. But other people, they fall into it, and other people, they figure out that's really what they were destined to be. And I think now, particularly with millennials and Generation Z, back in the day, once you graduated from school, it's like you're getting a career. Nobody thinks about a career anymore. Now it's what am I going to do, and what am I good at, and can I do what I'm good at and what I like. And I think that's changed the nature of entrepreneurship, and we're seeing a lot more of that with the deals that come on Shark Tank.
Well, definitely the show has opened up.
Guys, just a note, this is going to run over, and I'm going to have to cut off. So if there's a certain part you want to highlight, that's fine.
Look where you are now. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, and it took a while to fight through the peanut gallery and also all those doubts and voices in your head. But now, with a show like this, it makes it acceptable, it makes it popular,
Yep.
it opens a lot of doors. What do you think? What tips can you give the audience to be successful? Some of these kind of core.
There's some real rules, right? First of all, you got to do it, right? Everybody's got ideas, but you've got to take that step. Like, you've thought about the show for a long time, but it's hard to take that step. In my case, I had to get fired in order to force myself to get there. Second, sales cures all, right? There's never been a company to exist that didn't have revenue. And so when you're getting started, the first thing to focus on is not raising money. That's the biggest mistake people make. 99.99% of businesses don't have.
All right, so just like that is just some easy steps just to become successful and how we want to be entrepreneurs and strive for what you get. And then that's our presentation. I don't know if you had any other questions that we can reiterate for you.
Yeah. Well, the book sounds like it's got a lot of good background information, and I'm a big fan of Cuban and how he approaches things. But help me connect some dots here. I mean, how do we take those tips? How can they be applied to the sales students? How do we weave that in to go along with the competencies from the course or the content we're trying to cover? I mean, can you kind of help me see where that rolls together?
Well, instead of just like kind of like strictly like your 5, 7 steps or whatever, like in our regular sales text, this is more like life situations where it's like get out and go sell things, and like you're the one dictating. You don't have to like live by a script. You can go cold call, you can go house to house. It's all determined on like how hard you work.
Okay.
I think it gives steps more relatable to the students instead of like the textbook, for example, just feeling kind of more robotic in the concept or in a way.
Okay.
So it gives like more real world tips, and from like a person to person instead of a book to a student.
Yeah. So, and maybe just one or two, what are those? I mean, what was something that you pulled away, or that, the book kind of really hits home as a theme that would roll into the content for the class?
I know one of them that I thought was good was, if you're not trying, you're not succeeding.
Okay.
Because he was up late at night reading manuals and magazines and stuff like that, so he was always trying to learn about the best products, the best placements, and how to sell to customers or referrals, and how to get like his name out there.
Okay. So kind of attaching to the work ethic or the approach to be successful at sales.
Yeah,
alongside. Okay.
it's just nonstop pretty much.
It's more like motivation.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, that answers my questions. You guys have anything else for me?
Nope, just follow up within a couple days and let us know where you're at then.
All right, very good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.